So about 25 years ago, I went to a school to study historic preservation in Boston called the North Bennet Street School. We basically learned how to build things the way they did 250 years ago. In fact, one of the first things we did was learn how to use hand tools, hand planes, chisels, because if you're going to build something from the 1820s, you need to know how to use hand tools to do it. So it's been taking that education and training and perspective on how things used to be built and bringing it forward to today with new houses and even remodels and things like that, bringing that historic tradition into construction today and remodeling. And it's a unique perspective that I hope to share with your audience. What I hope the attendees will learn at my session on kind of the intro to historic preservation is how to speak to homeowners who own an older house, and the opportunity really for new business for them if they can learn to speak to these homeowners in the proper way. There are words and there are things that these homeowners want to hear you say. There is a way of thinking about an older house that's different from a new house. And so I want to share those ideas with your audience so that they can, go out Monday morning and next time they talk to someone who owns a 1940s colonial revival, a 1920s bungalow, an 1890s Victorian, that they understand how to speak to that client so that they'll appreciate and bring a level of professionalism to an historic property. I believe we live in an era where we've kind of forgotten how to build. If you look at the way things were built at the turn of the century versus the way they're built today, it's different. The materials are different, the tools are different, design is different. And I don't think we're the craftsmen that we were back then. And so craftsmanship's a really important piece to me, and it'll be something that we talk about in the session because if you're going to work competently on a historic house, you need to be a craftsman. You need to understand how something was put together, and so that it retains the same integrity going forward. It's really an important craft, and that not only helps you with remodeling old houses, but helps you working on new projects as well. Well, I mean, I guess my perspective is that we live in a generation where millennials really value craft, okay? They have craft beers, craft coffee, they like handmade things. And yet, ironically, our tools and the way things are made, it's actually harder to be a craftsman today than it was back then because we have these tools, we have these things that make our job easy, right? But there's a problem when the job shuts down because you don't have, your battery and your drills run out, right? And we've forgotten how to hammer nails literally because we have nail guns. And so we are, ironically, the better our tools are, the worse craftsmen we become. So yet at the same time, this is what our client wants. And so we really have to strive. One of the slogans in our company is a passion for craft, and hopefully through sharing some examples of the kind of work we do and the kind of attention to detail that we make, all based on historic precedent, your audience will be inspired hopefully to do more.